perfect shoes for your wedding dress can be as difficult as finding the dress itself. Today we're going to visit wedding shoe designer Vanessa Noel, who's going to teach us how to find the perfect shoes for your wedding. Then we'll head over to Top Service Shoe Care to learn all you need to know about dyeing those wedding shoes to match your dress. Hello, Vanessa.
Oh, hello.
Are you keeping house?
Oh, we are keeping it clean.
Well, I brought with me Hillary Blumberg from Martha Stewart Living. She's one of the designers for the Kmart program of home furnishings, and she brought a very beautiful dress to show you.
Wonderful.
I'm anxious to see you in your dress.
Me too. Okay, let's get you in the dress.
Now, while she's getting dressed, Vanessa, do you want to just clarify for all of us some things about shoes for weddings?
Shoes not only have to look beautiful, they have to be very comfortable. And the fit and the make of the shoe goes all into it.
Vanessa Noel is one of the most renowned shoe designers in the United States. In fact, her business is now international. Your shoes are comfortable. They look wonderful with dresses. You have many styles, and they also dye beautifully, so you can get the right shade.
Which not all the shoes that are made white dye. We'll design and sample a shoe in white as well as black, because you should find something that you would naturally like even if you weren't getting married, and afterwards dye the shoe black and wear it again.
That's a good idea. Why don't you just show us a little bit about the anatomy of a shoe?
Fabulous, I'd love to.
Okay.
These are the things that no one gets to see when they go out shoe shopping.
No way.
That's a last. It's a form, and this is what we create in a last factory, and this is the heel.
So this, you start with this? Is this what you start working
Correct.
with?
And in the factory, we tape the last, and I draw directly onto it, and you can see with the little nail holes here, where this is actually the side, where it's all nailed in. It's all made by hand. The only machines we use are sewing machines to stitch the shoes.
Well, and then you can choose a heel, but it would have to be that height heel for this particular last, right?
Correct. And every size that changes the height of the heel. And to attach the heel, there's actually 5 or 6 screws.
So they screw down from the top.
Correct.
Oh, see, I've never opened up my shoes to see that.
Nobody ever does.
Yeah, that's
it's a
very
mystery.
Interesting.
For the thin heels, which obviously has to, be very sturdy, we inject them with steel. So they're not going to snap. They're going to hold you up very well. And the shoe component parts, which we were speaking about inside, we don't use plastics. And if you're out and it's your wedding night and you're dancing all night and you're having champagne and a wonderful time, it's going to give with your foot.
Well, this shoe that you sliced, this is leather, this gold stuff?
Correct.
Okay, so that's a leather lining. Then what's on top of the leather?
This is a composite of fabric and leather. It gives stiffness to create and keep the shape of the toe box, but when your foot presses down into it, it will also give with your foot. And this is a 5.5-inch heel. We do very, very skinny, very high heels.
Show us the other heels.
This here is a thicker heel. This has been, this is actually our #1 shoe. We couldn't keep the shoe in stock anywhere across the country.
Very pretty.
And the girls fell in love with this thicker heel and the square toe, and they are very comfortable. This here is for smaller ballerinas.
And this is just a flat heel
That's
with
a very flat.
Yeah. And what, do bridesmaids like this?
Quite a few brides do. It depends on the height of their fiancé. It depends on what you're used to wearing. Often many of the fitters will recommend a bride not to wear a high heel, but if a young woman is used to wearing heels at parties, she should wear a heel that evening too.
What if she's much taller than her husband to be?
Personal taste. Maybe he loves her that way.
That's a beautiful shoe.
This is one of my favorites.
Is that good for a bride, though, without a back?
A lot of brides are married in the summer, and a lot of them even are choosing something like this for a winter wedding.
And then a sling back like that is pretty, too.
Yes, that's wonderful. It's been one of our favorites.
And does this dye well?
Very well. We often can make shoes also in 2 different fabrications.
No, this is silk, like a file. Does that dye well?
Yes, just as well. It's 100% silk.
So as long as it's silk, look
It's
for that.
fine. Correct.
That's a very pretty pump.
And a lot of the other fabrics that are being used have a lot of starch in them. They're not 100% silk, and then there's difficulty in dyeing them.
They blotch or they don't take the dye.
They don't take the dye.
Hillary, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, good. Well, Hillary's a little bit nervous about choosing the correct shoes for that gorgeous dress, so I think we should help her.
Terrific.
To subscribe to Martha Stewart Weddings, please call our 800 number. Well, that's a very nice selection. I'm sure Hillary can choose something from there. Oh, how beautiful you look.
Oh, you look gorgeous.
It looks
beautiful.
great. What a pretty dress.
And whose dress is this, Hillary?
This is a Bachelor Mishka.
Oh, it's absolutely lovely on you.
It's like a princess.
We picked out some shoes. We want you to try on. These are a slingback. They have the small platform we discussed, and they're a 5.5-inch heel.
Oh, wow.
So I'd like you to try these on and see how you feel. Now, what type of heel height do you usually wear?
I usually wear a high heel. I'm a little worried that this is awfully high.
Okay, I know your dress is long. You haven't had it touched. Well, hold the dress up so you can walk in it because it is so long. How do you feel in this shoe?
They're really beautiful. I'm nervous that they're a little high for a wedding, and the last thing I want to do is trip.
Because I think that, I don't think you need a crisscross on the front, do you?
No, come sit back down. Now, this is our square toe. Try this on, we'll see what it looks like with the dress. Your dress is very delicate, so this might be a little too contemporary for the style you might be desiring. And you can try on your other foot an open toe, a sandal. Back up. And you can drop your dress. What you will see is the toe box on the front of your foot when
It's
you're
a little
walking.
blunt, don't you think?
I think so. This dress is so delicate, so all you will see is the toe box of the shoe, not the heel. You'll feel the heel height, you'll feel the balance and the comfort.
It's a very comfortable shoe, but I think for a dress this delicate, I would have thought maybe a pointy shoe might be more appropriate.
Okay, terrific.
Certainly not the straps.
Yeah, this probably is
It's
more
pretty.
casual than the dress.
Get that for your honeymoon.
There's a new trend in bridal now. A lot of the brides have been requesting mules and open toes. People are going away for weddings, resorts and location weddings. A lot of girls are very comfortable in mules and they're always very sexy. So this is one of our new favorite designs. It has a bow on the toe. It's elongated. It has a bit of a point. And it's a nice, shorter, somewhat of a Sabrina heel. It's about 2.5 inches.
These feel like they go with the dress.
Yeah, well, they do. And look how pretty when your toe sticks
Delicate
out.
and sort of period piece. My only concern with these, Vanessa, is that they have no back.
Well, it's an option for you. A lot of girls do wear them with stockings. A lot of girls are giving up wearing stockings for their wedding nights. And if you do wear a stocking, only wear a natural stocking, not white. White completely changes the color of your
What about
skin.
that last one there that has a sling back? That's a pretty toe.
Let me try
This
that.
one, this is called Grace.
Try that one on.
Try them on together.
Okay.
Oh, and you can see with this one how the color really makes a difference.
Oh, right.
How beautiful that cream color looks. I think it's even better.
I like it better too. I think you have so much going on in your gown that sort of a more simplistic cut is beautiful on your foot.
That's
This
the
looks like
shoe.
it belongs, doesn't it?
It does. It's very
Yeah,
elegant.
it's very pretty.
Now these shoes will also be tinted to match your dress.
Well, that certainly is the shoe. Looks perfect.
Yeah, it feels like it just goes with the gown.
It does. It looks perfect on you.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
That's such great choice here, Vanessa.
Thanks,
You
Martha.
have a lovely, lovely business.
Thank you.
The chances of finding bridesmaid shoes to match this bridesmaid skirt in graphite gray are pretty slim. You might find black, you might find white, but to get an exact match, and that's what the bridesmaids want, they found a pair of very beautiful ballet slippers, and these need to be dyed. So you have to find an expert dyer, and there is one right here in New York City called Top Service Shoe Repair, and Fabrice Gallien is the manager of this shop. Fabrice,
Hello.
I hear you are the perfect matchmaker.
Thank you. I hope I am.
So could we see
Yes.
how you would go about matching
Well,
the graphite gray of the skirt?
we would take the chart containing all the different basic colors, reds, all the purple, the blue, the green. And to start, we will actually get the swatch next to the fabric and try to match it as close as we
yes.
can. So I chose the graphite which I think is pretty good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Well, this is a difficult fabric to dye because you have different light, different
Yeah.
colors. And I also wanted to add a touch of the slate. I think that would do a nice color.
So you have all the dyes that match the colors on the chart.
We actually have all those dyes, all those colors,
Wonderful.
yes.
So how do you go about doing this?
Well, these samples come with the shoes, actually. They always include a little
Oh, good.
piece of,
Oh, yes, there.
of satin here, in this
Oh,
case.
excellent.
Okay. So we actually follow the mixture, or the recipe, if I should say.
How many pairs of shoes do you dye a day?
At least 5 pairs. Then in spring, it goes up to 10 or 15 pairs a day. Obviously, been a busier season for weddings.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay, so now,
So now we're ready to actually try the color. This is a wool double.
that's one of those cute little things that I put silicone on my shoes with.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes.
That's what, we have to wait until it dries.
Okay. You use 2 different colors to attain the graphite color of the skirt. And do you do this all by eye?
Well, in this case, we have 2 colors. Sometimes we end up with 10 colors.
You can always start with a lighter color and get it darker, but you can never take a dark color and make it light.
Never do that.
Who gets shoes dyed?
Oh.
The biggest customer.
Most of the time it's bridesmaid. We also do a lot of fashion shows when the designer wants the shoe to actually match his dress or his attire.
What shoes do you suggest are best for dyeing?
Satin shoes are best to dye. Silk are okay. Satin is definitely the best.
Are there certain shoes that are made just for dyeing?
Yes, there are many brands, but that Dyeable brand is a brand of shoes. When you go to the designer shoes, you have Manolo Blahnik, Vanessa Noel, Stewart made a very good shoes. I have a great experience with them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What's a problem shoe for you?
A problem shoe would be with a fabric made of synthetic material. That would be a problem. A shoe with a buckle or pearls, that would be a problem. Because of the buckle and of the fold here, it's more difficult to do. We will have to remove the buckle. Sometimes it means unsewing, ungluing, removing the buckle.
Wow.
Also, when we be dyeing this, we will have to dry it, hand dry it here so that it doesn't become darker than the rest of the shoe.
How long would it take you to dye a pair of shoes like this?
Preparing the dye and the actual dye, about an hour.
Oh, not too long.
No,
And how much do you charge for dyeing shoes?
$20.
For any pair?
Any pair.
Oh, great. Well, the swatch feels dry, Fabrice. Let's see how it looks. I think that's a very excellent match.
Well, I think we're
A
ready
little
to
different
dye.
fabric, but the tone is pretty much the
No,
same.
you'll see that once we dye the shoe, this should be
Yes.
perfect.
Good. Now, are you going to show me how?
Yep,
Oh,
we'll do it
good.
actually. We just have to wear those gloves.
Surgeon's gloves, latex gloves, very excellent.
It's not that the dye is toxic or anything. It's just simply that
No,
we
you
don't
don't.
dye our hands.
Yeah, I want to go out to dinner tonight.
Exactly. Right, so we just need to... Here's your shoe. The principle is quite easy. There you are.
Thank you.
Is that we simply and gently apply the dye without getting too close to the sole. So we'll be doing this. And we need to keep the motion, if I may say, so that we don't get any lines. So we have to do, once we start dyeing a shoe, we actually have to do the whole shoe.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
And we just let it here to dry.
It's hard to do at home.
No, I don't think it's possible to do at home.
No.
Simply because you will need to buy all the different colors that are available to obtain the proper color.
Right.
Unless you want to do a black dye, but even so, I would not suggest it. Perfect.
How is it?
Perfect. This is a perfect job.
Okay.
Here we are.
There. No spots?
No.
No misshadings? No.
So far, no.
Nothing bad?
Just have to let them dry.
Yep, let them dry, and I think they're going to be a perfect match.
Yes, I think so.
Well, thank you very much for showing us a rather simple but precise job.
Well, the matching is really the difficult part.
And you have
Yes.
that eye. So if you want your shoes dyed any color at all, you can bring them right here to Fabrice at Top Service Shoe Repair.
Thank you, Martha.
Thank you.